What is up, Florida Outdoors people? Welcome back to the Florida Outdoorsman channel. Who is excited for another Florida Outdoorsman video? I don't know why I said it like that. I thought it'd be funny. Let's see how many of you guys laughed at that. Comment down below. With that being said, guys, I got something special for you. I'm gonna try and do some crabbing. I've tried crabbing out here in Fort Pierce before. Got a couple stone crabs. Been talking to a couple buddies. They said, hey, why are you crabbing there? You should be crabbing here. I'm from Brevard. I crab where I've always known to crab, but apparently I haven't been crabbing in the places where they've been catching crab. We'll see how this is gonna go. I haven't tried out these spots, but we're at Walmart right now, and let's run inside, grab some bait, and then we'll run to the Jenny Lynn, the John boat, grab her, dump her in the water, and then let's go dump our crab trap in the water. Let it soak for 24 hours and see how it goes. Let's do this, guys. Yeah. Alright guys, so we are in Walmart now. I'm looking for bait. This one literally says crab bait. Had better luck with shrimp. Never tried this before. Let's give it a try. It's a Walmart challenge. What do you say? Alright, y'all. So we are about ready to drop the boat in, but I just want to take this opportunity to talk to you about today's sponsor. They're a big one. They are one that we've been running with for a long time now. You got old 5-oink here, alright? Check them out in the description. Go down to Shopify. Look, they're just a good company. Looking out for our first responders, alright? They got police. I think they're working on some dispatcher shirts, and I think they're gonna work on some firefighter shirts. But, you know, police is all they do and all they care about. I don't know, y'all. I like these shirts. They're comfortable. They're quick drying. They don't itch. They got great designs, and the guys there got a good sense of humor. Go check them out, guys. 5-oink on Shopify. See y'all. All right, y'all. So, as you can see here, we have our trap. What you want is you want a big old R on your trap, say recreational. I'm gonna toss the bait in real quick. Get the boat all nice and stinky. Alright, so I'm gonna rip this open, get the boat all nice and stinky, and dump it in our little, oh gosh, yep, all the juices. All the juices, guys. Alright, close that up. Then what you want is you want this little tag right here that has all of your personal information, your name, your address. You have to register each trap. So you have your own trap number and then 1 through I think like 5. I'll put down here what the actual FWC regulation is, what you're allowed to have for traps. I think it's 5, but with that being said, let's we're in a little bit of a kind of opening here. We're in about 5 feet, so let's toss this and see if we can't get something. Alright, just set it there, forget it. I'm gonna give it about 24 hours before I check it. Alright guys, let's get back to the house and yeah, hopefully we get something in the morning. So Some of you may be wondering, Florida, why are you only running one trap? Well, that's because as I keep saying, I'm new to this area. New to this area as in fishing it. I've lived in Fort Pierce for going on 2 years now. But I've never crabbed out here. I don't know what it's gonna be like. So in my mind, let's just set one trap, see how she's doing, see if we get anything, and then we can set more traps out here if we want. All right. So yeah, one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to mark that that's my trap right there, that it's there. So let me do that, and then we'll head back to the boat ramp. All right, y'all, welcome to day 2 of Florida pulling crab traps and praying that and praying that I actually get some. We'll see. I was talking to one of the old fishermen while I was launching the boat, and he's saying that most people crab in the deeper channel, and he saw my buoy thinks that it might not have been the best spot, so we'll see. I'm excited, but yeah, my arm's getting tired. We'll see how this goes. I'm just out here to have a little bit of fun. Ooh, you were kind of dirty. Dirty camera. All right, let's get into it. I'm starving already. It's, I think, time check for you, it's like noon-ish, so 24 hours of soaking that crab trap. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know. I'm just out here for fun, guys. No. I'll stop rambling. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. That wind is crazy. We are approaching the crab trap. See how this goes. You know, been doing this for 2 years. You think I would have gotten like a mount or something to set you guys on so that it'd be a little bit easier for you guys to be kind of steady. Boy, this wind's gonna be a little tricky, I can already tell. Let's see how we did, shall we? Well, we got a blue crab, but wasn't on the trap. Yeah, this is definitely one for the ages. It's a male at least. So one claw, missing 3 legs on this side. Now, the cool thing about crabs is as they molt, they will grow new legs and everything. New legs, new claws. So let's get this guy thrown in the cooler real quick, and then I'll kind of reset the trap, and then we'll kind of talk about the crab. So let's get him put away real quick. Cool looking little crab. All right, so let's get this trap set out. Now, the old timer said that most people fish out in the channel. So, ooh, this is even shallower than where I was just at. I mean, we had some luck, so can't really complain about that. All right, so this is a little bit deeper. There's a tree up here, and I'm gonna go set off of. We're sitting in 7 foot of water. gonna set up on the back side of this tree real quick, and yeah, what are we sitting in? 7 feet of water. Yep, 7. So let's get her set out. Down, down, down she goes. What comes up? We will never know. All right. So that's set out. We're marked because, well, we're in the same place pretty much. But yeah, we got a blue crab. So let me get out of the way of this boat that's coming in quick, so I can talk to you guys a little bit more. Boat just went by. We got ourselves a pretty nice blue crab. I'm not gonna lie. Legal size. Nice male. You can tell it's a male because this apron right here. I'm gonna take a knee so it's a little bit easier on me. This apron right here, it comes to a point. Most of the time, if it's a female, that apron will be wide. I'll throw in a picture of what it looks like. There is a leech on this thing, actually. That's crazy. Toss him real quick. Just noticed that. So, yeah, nice blue crab. We got dinner for tonight. I think I'm gonna go get some more crab traps, and then we'll toss them out, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. See you. All right, y'all. As you can see, we got 2 more traps. It's been probably about 2 hours. So I'm just gonna look at this trap real quick, and then we'll set the other ones out. Maybe. This current's moving. Alright. See if we got something in this trap before we set out the other ones. Oh, nice big blue crab. Look at him. That, make sure I'm not showing my information. That is why you check your traps. Because then you get big old boys like this guy. And you try and not let them pinch your toes. All right. Here's the issue. That's a big crab. 1, 2. There's another boat coming. So let's toss this back out. Where did you go? All right. Ooh. Come here. Come here. Whew. Gotcha. Whew. Look at that big male. Show you guys him a little bit more, but let's get him in the cooler real quick and get reset. Put our nose into the wind here, the wind and the current. I didn't know if I was going to get anything for it only soaking for like 2 hours, but hey, I think I got pretty lucky on that one. So let's toss this back out there, same spot, and hopefully we get something in that spot as well. We'll go a little bit further down the line and bait up these other traps. Let's get these other traps baited up real quick, and then we'll head back home. I'm probably gonna take me a nap, and I'll meet you guys for day number 3 of crabbing. All right, y'all. So this is just a personal choice. This is what I like to do. But I like to store the ball and the rope inside of the actual trap. That way she's not in the way of everything. Make sure you close this trap after you open it. And then I got crab bait from Walmart and shucked clams. So I think this one, well, I grabbed the shucked clams first. So you don't want bait right next to each other anyway. Ugh. You don't want the same bait right next to each other. That just doesn't make any sense. Now what you want, guys, ooh, that bait is stinky. What you want, guys, is you want to dump all of the nice juices and everything right on your boat so that you can never get the stinky, clammy, juices out of the boat again, because it's going to be right in the carpet. Yeah. Probably about, oh my gosh, that smells. I may have let it sit in the back of the truck for a little bit too long. So I'm just going to set just a line of crab traps right down this way. So we're probably about 20-30 yards from the other trap. Toss that. Make sure she sinks right. And then toss your trap out. Make sure you got the big old R. Alright. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to run over that line that you just put in. So you want to reverse. So that way there's no chance that you run over that trap. Alright. Same thing with this one. Find the little door. I like these traps because there's a big old door. And then pull your ball and your line out. Try to avoid that nice styrofoam sound that everyone hates. Connect your hook to the twine. Make sure you keep smashing the can that your brother left in. And then grab the crab baits. I still think that the shucked clams smell even worse than the crab bait does, but that's a personal choice. Again, what you want to do is you want to dump all of the bait and everything right, the juices right onto the trap. There, I'm not digging in there. That's a freebie. That one can be a freebie. All right. So I don't know if you can see the trap behind me. We're sitting in probably 7 to 8 feet deep. I might try over there tomorrow, soaking one, but for today, I'm just gonna stick with my line. Make sure you're in neutral. You got your freebie in there, and toss. Make sure she sinks right. I don't know why English is so hard for me today. But there you go. Now, you leave your traps to sit for a little bit, like 24 hours. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna show you this big old crab, guys. This guy is a beauty of a crab. Let me just make sure that I can get somewhere where the wind's not gonna push me around. So let's go tuck up into this cove real quick, guys. All right, guys, well, I can confidently say that this cold water that he is sitting in has not slowed him down. Whew. This one is a feisty one, guys. Beautiful Florida blue crab. Massive crab. As we discussed earlier in this video, I try and not drop him so he pinches me. Nice big male. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's him blowing bubbles over his gills. 2 claws, all of his legs on this one. And unlike, nope, never mind, take it back. There are leeches on this one. It's crazy. Leeches on a blue crab. Whew! What a beauty of a blue crab, guys. This is crazy. I haven't seen this massive of a blue crab in a while. Look how blue he is. Look at those claws. All right. I'm not gonna torture him anymore. I'm gonna get him inside the cooler, then we're gonna go back to the house. Yeah, I got myself dinner tonight, guys. Oh, so beautiful, so blue, an amazing crab, guys. I cannot believe that we got this. All right, y'all, welcome to day 3 of crabbing the St. Lucie River. Coming up on our first trap. This is the one that we pulled after letting sit for 2 hours, so hopefully we have some luck here. I mean, this one had a giant crab after only 2 hours, so gotta have something good in it, right? All right. Hit reverse real quick. It's feeling kind of heavy, at least. And we got one blue crab. Nice size. Ooh, that's stinky bait. But one decent male. It's all been males. All right, let's dump out some bait. Here we go. All right. Cool. So there's that one. All right, let's get him into the cooler. He has locked himself into. There we go. All right. Boom. Nice looking male. Starting to grow some more. Let's get him in the cooler. All right. One down. 2 more to go, guys. You got twisted a little bit. Cool. All right. Let's get this cleaned up and put away while we drive over to the next trap. All right. Coming up on the next trap. This is so much easier to pull on the port side than it is the starboard side, because I don't have the GPS and the console in the way. All right, trap number 2. I'm feeling kind of heavy. What do we got? What do we got? We got nothing. We lost all of our bait. We got nothing to show for it. That sucks. All right, so I think this one was the one with scallops. Don't believe scallops make for good crab bait. It was stinky enough, so you'd think there would be something that probably was coming in here, but Guess not. Oh, now the wind's starting to pick up. Let's try and just get those out of the way of the filming. Alright, so far 1 crab, 2 traps. Like I said, I guess scallops are not the best bait. So, last trap. This one was baited up with crab bait as well. So let's see. And here we go. We got 1. All right, guys. So 2 crabs. This one's got no bait in either. Huh. That's weird, because that one that was over by that tree had still bait in it. And that was set for 2 days straight. This one and this one was set yesterday. So yeah, that's kind of crazy that we don't have any more bait in either of these traps. So let's get him put in the cooler and then we'll head home. Another male. Whew, this is a strong one. All right. Oy. Yeah, this is a strong crab. He wants me. He is a feisty crab. All right. Let's get you turned off and head back home. All right, y'all. So, as you can see, we're back at the storage unit. I have my 2 friends in here. They're very upset. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video of us crabbing the St. Lucie River. I think that's what we're going to title this. Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, comment down below your favorite way of cooking blue crab. I like to boil them. Steaming is good too, but I like to boil them in Old Bay or Everglades. All right, so yeah, let's get these 2 home. They are beautiful, beautiful blue crabs. I cannot wait to eat them. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Always remember, if you ain't wet, you ain't fishing in Florida. See you guys. Oh man, guys, I got my hat wet.